Now, with the construction of my dream car workshop now pretty much completed, there is one very important piece of the puzzle still left to do. Now, pretty much the design of this workshop has always been around the idea of finally one day being able to have my very own two-post lift. Now, for the longest time I've been wanting a two-post lift from a company called Busch. Now, in this video we are finally going to make that happen. I'm going to be installing my dream two-post lift into my dream car workshop. Let's do it. Alex, how you doing?
I'm alright. You alright?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah,
so we're all unloaded then, aren't we? We've got everything in the garage. It's looking good. I'm impressed with your techniques.
I'm really impressed about yours garage because it really respect everything about the legislation installed around. You have enough space everywhere. I like yours garden. I like yours garage. It's really amazing. Use it all. And me and my colleague Christy, I have a nice job today.
So what's the basic idea then? How is it installed essentially? So obviously you can see it's unpacked now. What's the next steps?
Okay, I'm just unloaded. Next step is to split the lift and lifted the column. Master post. I spoke to you a couple of minutes ago. The user is happy to install the master post there, the control panel. And the slave post is coming in that side. That is the next step. Here, you need to 60 centimeter about to the first obstacle, because here it's obstacle, the wall. You have it more than 60 centimeter. About to the floor, I really tested, is have it more than 200 mil.
Yes, so it's very, very important to have a minimum depth of 200 millimeters of concrete.
Yes, it's about the health and safety because the bolt don't have a chance to expand in the floor.
So both of the posts are now up. They're not fully in position yet, are they? But you're just assembling the pillar. So what are you installing now then?
Okay, I'm ready installing the electromagnet because it's automatical model. And
this is for the locks, is that right?
Yeah, it's for locks. What is happening? In the back to the carriage you have like a ladder which is lifted up and going in the next step lock. And here is blocker for next step lock in the back to the carriage.
So all of the bolt holes are now drilled, of course. Bolts are in position. And what are we injecting first before the bolts go in?
It's the chemical raising epoxy floor.
Yeah.
It's special. Yeah, and the help to don't take it really much out the bolt when you close the node. I recommend to anybody which is install self the lift, use the dry quick chemical epoxy.
Yes.
Anytime. But be careful because in case the floor is more than 200 mil, don't insist to inject it really much because after it's the pressure too much inside, you can't bring the bolt. In case it's 200, you drill it, you finish the floor, inject it full.
Yes.
Yeah. In case you don't have the bit bigger to drill it all the way about to the floor, don't try to inject it full, because after you can't bring the bolt inside, the pressure is push it out anytime when you use the hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
First thing we check after we bring the car in, obviously we make sure the arms are in the points of the car, yeah?
Yes.
After the wheels are lifted off the floor, we check the balance of the car to make sure every arms is in the point.
Yeah.
So if the car moves or
not rocking too much, basically.
Obviously, yeah. So after that, we can start lifting the vehicle all the way up.
Fully, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
so
top.
now the lift is in the limit switch. So when the carriage touches the limit switch, the lift stops by
Switches
itself.
off, yeah,
so
yeah.
now it's out the lock. For the first use, we leave it out the lock for 1 minute to check the pressure valve.
Okay.
To see if
Make sure it doesn't drop.
Yeah, obviously. But every time when you start a job, we press lock.
Yes.
Every single time. Okay, so the pressure valve looks fine. The pressure is okay. So now you can press lock. Keep
Again,
pressing.
you just hold it down,
Yeah,
yeah.
hold it down until, now it's in lock.
Okay.
So now it's safe to go underneath the car or take the wheels off.
After you.
Yeah,
I'll let you go.
yeah.
I think we have an oil leak, but we'll not talk about that.
Okay, so then when you finish the job and you want to lift the car down, you press the button down. First time the ramp will go up.
Sure.
It will release the locks.
Come off the lock.
And then it will start going down.
So again, just hold.
Yeah,
hold
just
down.
hold the button, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite quick as well. It's
Yeah,
lowering
when the
quite
weight is on
quickly.
the lift, yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure you'd want it to come down much quicker than that. Go all the way down.
Yeah, you can go all the way down. Then you have to make sure about the safety buttons.
Yes.
So
When it's not in use.
yeah,
make
when it's
sure
not in use,
switched off.
we recommend to switch the power off.
Yeah.
In case of any unexpected things.
Yeah, electrical failure.
Anything, you just press the button. That way they are really close to you, so you can hit them really fast in case of something.
Yeah.
Then if you don't have a green light, first you check the first emergency button, then the second one, then your isolator and the fuse.
Yes.
Yeah, in case none of them work, we recommend to call Busch for warranty or Alex from ERYK for servicing and all the good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It looks relatively straightforward, and Yeah, I can't wait to get started with it really.
Yeah. Good luck.
Nice one. And just like that then, I now have my dream 2-post lift installed into my dream car workshop. And honestly, I could not be happier. I can't wait to get started with this thing. It's something that I've wanted for the longest time now. It's honestly going to transform this space completely. It's going to completely minimize time having to try and get a car in the right position, having to try and, you know, jack up a car, trying to get a car level, trying to get a car on jack stands. This is going to completely change the game for me, for sure. Now, it does go without saying, if you do want to check out Twin Busch, maybe you want to get yourself one of these lifts. Now, I just want to point out, this is a garage model lift. So this lift could go in a standard size garage. It really doesn't take up that much space. You still get a decent lifting height on it. I think it lifts up to about 1.6, 1.7 meters. But yeah, this lift is designed to fit in a standard residential sized garage essentially. So it could be the perfect solution for many of you out there watching this video. So yeah, all details for Twin Busch are going to be down in that description box below. Now, it is worth mentioning, you can of course just get one of these lifts direct from Twin Busch and install it yourself, but in my opinion it's worthwhile getting someone like ERYK Ramps in and having them install it professionally. You know that it's been done properly then, and you're likely not going to run into any issues later on down the line. It is definitely worthwhile paying a little bit extra and getting something like this installed by professionals. It's just going to give you the peace of mind, especially when it's something as critical as a car lift. You know, you don't want something like this failing, especially when you have a car up in the air and when you are going to be underneath it. At the end of the day, it could be the difference between life and death. So yeah, definitely consider getting someone like ERYK Ramps to install your lift for you. Now then, not really a whole lot else I can say about it. I just need to get on and start using the thing now. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Remember to give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all very, very soon in that next one.